most important thing that I've seen literally no one talk about is how little of a break these women get between filming. I could feel myself being a little bit annoyed going back into the Taylor and Dakota of it all, even a little bit of the Jesse and Jordan situation, which I literally love Jesse so much. I'm so sorry, I love you so much. But I realized as a viewer, I had some different expectations of what was going on because I am used to Bravo, okay? I watch so much reality TV, especially Bravo, like Real Housewives of Salt Lake. Those girls are filming in the winter and then the season comes out the following year or like months later. So it's like by the time the next season comes out, there's been so much change. Their lives are totally different. It feels like we're in a different spot. And so when they're like, catch us up from what happened from last season to now, they have something to say. During Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, they're not really getting any break of filming. I feel like I remember Macy saying that she got like 2 weeks of break postpartum. I don't know if that was filming or just like her book stuff, but it's like these women literally are basically filming 24/7. Like Jessie barely had time to do her 2 surgeries before starting filming season 5. And so for me, I'm like, duh, their storylines seem the same, aka their fucking life. Their lives seem the same. Not that much time has passed since they filmed the last season. And like in reference to the Dakota and Taylor of it all, of course they're backsliding. I feel like people take at least a year to get over their ex, and especially when Taylor said the way that Dakota was walking by reminded her of Ever. I'm sorry you guys didn't just immediately start crying. Like, I get it. But I think for us as viewers, it feels frustrating because we feel like more time has passed than it really has. As far as Miranda goes, the woman that you are, my queen, Chase, you really fumbled. You fumbled a baddie. I know that you know you did. But while we're talking about Chase, unfortunately, him telling Jordan to apologize instead of being a weak little pansy ass bitch was fucking gold. And I feel like Jessie thought so too. Why did she pick Chase to be the model of her merch? I feel like things are going down there. And honestly, if they do, great. If they don't, great. Jessie has a business, a family, a life. She obviously has love for Jordan. That's why they got married. I respect the girl, and I respect whatever decision she decides to make. These women are so postpartum. Like, obviously their husbands bother them. Their hormones are going off the wall. Like, duh. I also was thinking, or trying to figure out, maybe production felt like we needed to see more of dad talk because with The Bachelorette and Dancing with the Stars, there's potential that maybe they didn't know what they were going to be filming or what they could film for season 5. But I'm like, why wouldn't they just position it so we could learn a lot more about Macy and Michaela? Like, set them up for a home run, okay? Don't give us so much dad talk. Set us up for learning more about Macy and Michaela. And Layla, obviously, okay, the show wouldn't exist without Taylor, but the reality is Taylor's got a lot going on. So as Hulu, you need to get the audience emotionally invested in some of the girly gals, the women that will be around. AKA, it's looking like Layla, Macy, Michaela. Like, it's pretty clear Michaela had the footage of stuff that didn't get released. Are they trying to save it until season 5? But I'm like, why didn't you just give us the footage of whatever Michaela's got going on instead of so much dad talk? Like, we literally don't care unless Hulu is trying to promote The Villa and they have some deal with Lisa Vanderpump. I also was dying when Zach and Connor, were talking about how hard it is being the stay-at-home parent and how they need something else like to keep them going. Like, duh, that's what your wife has been telling you for years what momtok was. Why do you think your wife started momtok? But also part of me low-key is just like, okay, Jordan, like, we're sick of hearing about dad talk. Run with it. Because do you know why? If dad talk is successful and he's able to monetize off of that, heaven forbid if something happens between him and Jessie, maybe he would be, easier to divorce, if you know what I'm trying to say. So it's like, go off, king. And ultimately, all of these baby daddies' husbands are the husbands and baby daddies of the cast. And so we want them to be successful. I mean, successful enough, right? Ultimately, I thought it was a great season. I watched it. I know a lot of people are kind of a little unsure about The Bachelorette. I'm going to watch it. I'm not going in there with expectations thinking it's going to be the greatest love story of all time. I'm going in with expectations that it's going to be a wild ride. And that's what I want when I'm watching TV. I want someone a little emotionally unstable calling the shots. I do. I like it. Those are my main takeaways from this season. I'm sure I missed some things. So let me know what you thought in the comments. And yes, I've watched it 1.5 times through already. Yes, I have.